Hello dear fans and viewers, welcome to another Liberalia video.
Hey there, it's me Liberalia back again, and I think I'm going to show you a little bit of my own ventures, you could say, with Wangp. I talked a little bit about in the last video a little plugin that I made called Video Sticher, and I think I'm going to show you how this works. I'm also going to maybe show you a completed product using this tool. And I was quite pleased to say that this one did come out quite easy. It wasn't too difficult to put together, probably because I had Claude doing the Claude basically built it and I give it the ideas. Obviously, as you know, I'm not a coder, so everything that I give basically has to be given that sort of style. So if this skews at the moment, it's just going to fire up the Wangp again because I did have to re-enable my plugin. Well, I'm hoping it's re-enabled. Otherwise, we might have to do another restart. I know that's a pain. I've added it back in basically because for some reason it got left behind in the transfers of different versions. So I don't know if I pulled it out because I thought there was something wrong with it, or I pulled it out to upload it, which is the second one probably was the most likely. But anyway, here we are. So now we're back in here. We're going to now go into, this doesn't look too promising, plugins, check for updates, and in a moment I'm going to find that plugin and probably have to enable it. Yeah, here we are. CPU Video Stitcher. Seamlessly stitch two videos together secretly side by side, top and bottom, entirely on CPU using FFmpeg. So no GPU usage at all for this one. And it's still very fast, even without having to use the GPU. Main thing is you can keep your GPU free for other things that you want to do. And now guess what? We're going to have to start again. Because Wangp really does not like new plugins. To be honest, it doesn't like them. It just doesn't enable them properly. It's in now. I've enabled it. Just gonna have to wait for it to fire up again because it's a pain in the bum. Here we go. Fired up a little quicker that time, so that's something. And here we are, CPU Video Stitcher. So what does CPU Video Stitcher do? CPU Video Stitcher basically allows you to take two videos and stitch them into one video, and without having to require you to use your GPU, or without having to worry about the GPU basically being too small to be able to stitch the two videos together. The two videos are stitched together, and then I think I outputted into Match Video A. And then I think I just outputted into the into your gallery. So then if you want to, you can just download the finished video and save it into your save it where you put your videos. And that sounds like a really strange thing. So this is basically for those who want to do a video maybe in two cuts that has completely different scenes. So not like continuing the first video at all. You want to actually do two videos the same, maybe with a similar prompt, that are, two different, entirely different scenes. And that way the two scenes won't blend together or anything like that. So I'm going to show you an idea of the sort of thing you can create with it. And just let me load this clip in for you. You will see me having to load the clip in, unfortunately, because I can't seem to find a way to get OBS not to record itself. So you are going to see this, but never mind. I know what I'm looking for among all these crazy videos of mine. Quite a recent video. It was quite recent. I think it was before I started doing the IDEM project. Yes, okay. I'm hoping one of these is the right version. I'm just going to browse over and see how long each one of these is. Yeah, I think that one at 1 minute might be the correct one. Okay, so what I did here is I made a spoof advertisement for basically an AI generator, sort of made up AI generator, and it features this albatross. So take a look at this and you'll see that this is 2 separate scenes stitched into one video.
Hey, I'm Marigold. I run a little channel on the network called NZT. And this is my new invention that allows anyone to generate a quality bird to roast for their dinner. Let me show you how it works. The computer is here. Okay, so just input the basic size and type of bird in here. And in seconds, you have a fresh new bird to roast up and enjoy.
Okay, so here's the gen bird. It's 60 pounds. Not bad, eh? Okay, so here we go. Let's get it ready for roasting. You don't need too much, mate. Just a touch. Now we load it into the oven. You can contact my channel NZT to order your personal bird generator, giving you almost like an at-home version of the BirdBox AI chicken plant.
So that's a fun little spoof advertisement that I basically did for a product that sort of made up. It was sort of like an idea of almost like a food generator. And basically this albatross Marigold was advertising it. It's supposed to be he's invented it, and it's basically his own little product. But the thing that is interesting is that this is actually made up of 2 clips, and I can actually show you both clips here. If we go into, make sure we go into my library again, because I've got 2 copies of my library. That's why I get confused. I need 2 copies though, because some of the clips, these clips will not go up on Discord without being converted. So let me just find the 2 clips so I can show you what I mean. I've gone too far up there. Just look for Marigold. I think it was before or after that. Maybe after those. Yeah, I think it was. I think it's a little further down. I've got quite a few clips that look similar, so it's good. There. So here we are. We've got Marigold here. So this one here, it says 40 seconds. I have to believe it, the clip was 40 seconds without a thing, but yeah, I guess it was. I certainly did push my GPU very hard there. I've got to say, I rarely push it to 40. No sliding windows, because I don't believe in them. And they don't work on this computer. But otherwise, you can now see we have here.
Gold, I run a little channel on the network.
I'm sort of doing that every single time I take down the volume.
That allows anyone to generate a quality bird to roast for their dinner.
So here you've got Marigold basically introducing the generator, and then we have scene B. Scene B is, just find scene B among this big library. It is a big library, right? So you just need to bear with me a little bit. So browse all this and find. Yeah, I often have a habit of not going far enough down for this one. It's actually further down. Yeah, and here we are. Here's scene B, where basically Marigold has cooked the chicken. For some reason, video B will not always show up. I don't know why. That's just a little bug. Sometimes you can get it to show up afterwards if you press it a bit, or sometimes you have to wait for it to show up. I don't know if it's maybe because secretly it's already doing a bit of a stitching, or if it's measuring for video. It's converting video B to be the same as video A. Maybe it's doing that in the background. But I have noticed you do have to wait a bit of time for video B to show up. So if you do, you might just have to nag it a few times to eventually it listens to you. But do you know something? Even if you don't, this has been pretty good. It's been pretty reliable. So I would just go ahead and say you don't really need to see it. it should still work. I've rarely seen it fail anything. So, if you wanted to make a video, all you do after that is you set your output resolution to match scene A, scene B, and then you've got match video A, consequence sequel, and MPEG 4 container. Those are the best settings for it. And scene B has been very stubborn, so we're not going to fight with it any longer. We're going to just go ahead and stitch them together, and it should still do it. And it's done it. Stitched and saved. And then you got a massive big preview here of the stitch video, and you can see it's 1 minute. And I'm sure it's done it. It's about the fact the scene didn't show. So we'll play it again. I don't know if maybe you're noticing a very slight quality drop there. But these videos are on quite a low resolution anyway, because they're generated on this computer. It can't do high res. So, I don't think this is much lower than what it was. You can see that this is the advert I showed you on the... and this should be the completed ad now. So I've stitched them together. Yeah, and there you are. Cuts to the second scene. Some of you might notice a slight change in Marigold's voice. I don't think it's changed enough to really matter that much. Consistency with AI is never perfect anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Thank you, Marigold. So yeah, so it works. As you've seen, it works despite that being stubborn and not showing up. It still worked. It still stitched it together, and they still went together perfectly. So you can use this obviously to stitch any two videos together. I think you can even stitch quite long ones together if you wanted to make almost like a compilation video, for example, of like something that you made. The important thing would be to be though is that you would update video A with the finished version. So in this case, if I was to do a compilation video, say I wanted to do a compilation video of Marigold's advert, and then I wanted to add, I don't know, another advert onto it, and I think we'll do this just quickly, show you the power of this thing. So this time we're going to load in the full Marigold advert. I didn't need to save that other one, by the way, because I've already got one, and it is the same. Load Marigold's advert. Just let me find it. I've gone too far. Back up a bit. Back up a bit. Back up a bit. Back up a bit. Yeah. So Marigold's advert is there. So we can see that one says number 1. So load that in there, and then afterwards kick that video out and say we wanted another advert. I have done a few other spoof adverts for things as well. Most of them are just one shot. So say for example wanted this Eugene advert, for example, something completely different. Load that in there, and you can see this one's actually had the oblige to come up, so thank you for that. So I'll just play you what this looks like.
This fawn is maybe shy and sweet, but her voice reverberates for much longer.
It's a completely different advert. It's actually an advert for one of the songs.
Herself and her beloved Bambi. Now she has joined forces with Adrian Dark for one of her most epic songs yet.
Ooh, yes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say basically stitch it together again, and it should still do it. So let's do it. Might take a little longer because the videos are slightly different resolutions, but yeah, it says video stitched and saved. So now we should we've got 1 minute 23 video that now contains both those ads. So I'm just going to quickly skip through Marigold's ad to show you that thing. So I'm making an ad reel now. You can probably see here of AI made ads. So I've got an AI ad of the For black, and here we are, straight on to Eugene.
Shy and sweet, but her voice reverberates for much longer.
Now, the other problem you might notice there a little bit is that you've got the black lines.
Now she has joined forces with Adrian Dark for one of her most
So I'm going to, maybe it would have been a better idea, in this case, to have ran this on the rescales and black pads input safely. Custom resolution. Oh, you could do that. You could do that. And that could actually be quite handy because there's a resolution I use on my fake TV channels. And it's 800 by 600. That's my resolution. So I'm going to just try the Ardirius resolution on here. Just to see what happens. And I'm giving it a bit of a challenge now. Stitch them together again. Merging frames. You can see where you get to see that this time. Okay. So here we are.
Hey, I'm Marigold. I run a little channel
Aye, it's because that's a widescreen advert.
and this is my new invention that allows anyone to generate a quality burp.
So I'm just going to watch both parts of it again.
You don't need too much, mate. Just a touch. Now we
And you'll probably notice that when I did Marigold's advert, I made sure I'd done them both in the same resolution. That's because these two are meant to be stitched together. I mean, to be fair, Eugene's advert's a completely different ad.
This fawn is maybe shy and sweet
But it's just to show you the power of this thing.
for much longer.
So you can imagine if you did like scenes in your movie and you were doing like a couple of scenes together. And actually, I could probably show you a little example of that as well. By giving you a sneak peek into a project I've been making. It's not ready yet. But what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to probably ask it to match video A again. I'm going to take a little dig into this file. No, that's the wrong one. I never get this right. Hold on. Ah, yeah. I put it in here. No. Hold on a second. That one. LTX TV logos. That. No, not that one. This one. I can't get it right. Sorry. Okay. So for example, we could blend a couple of these scenes together from this movie that I've been making. It's a very well, sort of simple little movie in its own way. So let's blend together the scene of the horse and the scene of the foxes having their meal. Then all we have to do is stitch them together. This time it will match frame A. And these have all been made around about the same resolution, so it shouldn't be a problem this time. So we'll get the horse eating its meal. I mean, when I finish this production, I'm not doing it this way, I'll let you know. I'll be putting this through Pinnacle. And I'd still recommend probably that over this if you can.
More than fish and chips tonight.
I'm a little OBD myself. I eat chicken a lot.
I understand, love. And that's a really nice one you have there.
Oh, I smell very faintly venison?
I think our cheetah friend is getting set up again.
Okay, so you can see I've managed to stitch together those two parts of the just called Fish and Chips movie for now together, and it worked. So yeah, that's the power of that. I would say that's pretty robust. I haven't yet had that fail or anything. To be quite fair, I think it's built really well. Now, here's the one little shall I say, one little problem with it. I haven't released it yet. I've had a delay in getting it up there for you. So I know you're probably looking at this and thinking, oh, I really like this now. I'll get it up for you as soon as I can, I promise you. But I have had a delay in releasing it. It should really be up there already, to be honest, but it's not. But I think it's included in the Wantastic suite. But I know some of you will probably want it separate, so you can plug it into OneGP as well. So it's okay. I'm going to be getting this up on Hugging Face for you as soon as possible. I'm probably still gonna be hosting everything on Hugging Face from now on because, well, GitHub's just being an absolute nightmare. I'm gonna have to put, so I'm totally done and through with GitHub as a host. It's been an absolute nightmare. So this is the one we're gonna use instead. But there you are. You can see it works quite well in version 12.21. Okay, thank you for watching this little video on my homemade video stitcher. I hope you very much enjoyed it. Goodbye.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video and might want to stick around for more fun.